Hello guys, welcome to Andertons TV. This is Guitars and Gear with Pete
and Rabea.
Alright, and we're in the shop today.
We are, a bit different, change of scenery.
Yeah, I thought this was an episode of another show that is on this.
What is it? Something like Play Like
or I've got
Act Like?
I don't Look Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not the one. But it felt like I was in an alternate universe. And all of a sudden I looked different, but I didn't.
Yeah, you don't have a ginger beard.
Oh, he's gonna watch this. You're gonna watch this. Anyway, so what we're doing is we're gonna have a little shootout on some high gain heads.
Sounds great.
And I think that's great. It's I need you for that because, as you know, I'm probably not the higher gains person that is of the lot. But I would love
it's gonna be fun,
some licks and tricks and harmonics from this guy. So we're gonna.
Yeah, which amps? So any amps, or is it a specific range, or under a certain price?
I think you sort of go sub 1,000 kind of thing, and just pick a few that might be similar, and then take 4, give them a quick comparison, and then see what you guys think.
Well, I've already got 4 in my mind. That would be great.
Well, you know more about high gain than I do. I'll just pick a Fender. Put 6v6 and then put an overdrive pedal on top of it. But that's not what we're doing. Mini heads, lunchbox heads. High gain, let's do it.
So 1,000.
Yeah. So it's this way.
You good? So there's some great music going on here today. Just really inspiring. We're over by this middle pillar where you do find a lot of the lunchbox heads. They all seem to be around this pillar.
Yeah.
And you kind of got a choice of everything high gain.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, in fairness, most of them are right in front of us.
Yeah.
That I would consider a high gain lunchbox head. Great idea. Also, great idea.
Let me just go around here. You stay there, and I think one of these that I think this one has kind of been featured before, hasn't it? But that's definitely a high gain. That's. Did you think about this one as well?
I did think about that one.
Yeah.
Well, because you can't go wrong with the Dark Terror.
So, and this is interesting because we're going to hear that. Actually, do we think it sounds like it?
Well, it's up for popular debate in fairness, but I also think, and I'm not biased or anything, I do think that as high gain lunchbox heads go, that's the corker. And it's still sub £1,000 even though it's at the top end of the budget, but still.
Let's do that one.
That's going to be interesting because we've kind of got a nice range of high gain lunchbox heads that range from sort of $399 all the way up to sort of $849.
Yeah. Well, that's
nice.
it. I think we should just go and do it. And we've got the Marshall Cap 4x12 in the
green
room.
backs.
I think we should just plug it into that and then just compare and see what they do. Do some settings, set the other one the same.
Do we get to choose any guitar we want?
You get to choose any guitar you want. Choose some guitars?
Yes.
Yeah, let's use the guitar. Good.
So obviously, with it being any guitar I want kind of vibe, I could go for a £3,000 PRS or a £4,000 Les Paul. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try out the new PRS SE Mark Holcomb signature because I haven't heard it yet. And it's got Seymour Duncan Alpha Omega pickups in it, 25.5-inch scale length. It should sound
nice.
Should sound really good. Satin neck. So let's give that a try.
Cool. And I'm probably just going to use my Strat. Well, who knows? Play some blues licks and stuff.
Blues licks, blues metal.
Let's do it anyway. Let's see what happens.
Thanks for that. And I was playing the chilled stuff.
You weren't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it.
No, but that's what happened.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd do it. And on the Strat.
Yeah, and it sounded great.
You can do it. Right, so we're back in the room.
We are.
We are back in the room. We got our 4 amps. We got the Peavey
65.5 Mini!
And we've got the EV8s
5150! 3.
And we got the
Dark Terror!
And we got the Kraken. So, and we're going to compare these 4 amps. It's high gain, so it's a high gain shootout.
It is.
So it's not really, we're not trying to...
You're out of your comfort zone, aren't you, Pete? When you ever play with high saturated, high gain tones, in fairness to Pete, he was sounding awesome just before he pressed record. Now we've pressed record, no, I'm just joking. That was really good. And the Strat, it was great.
With the Strat, anyway.
Pete's a metalhead at heart, really.
Exactly. Actually, I've got like Soldanos and, and
Mesa
Boogies at home, and they're just full on 11.
There you go.
Anyway, so let's have some tone. So we start on the Peavey.
Okay. Yeah, and we've just set up the channel. It's a 2-channel now. Actually, it's a 2-channel, but channel 1 has clean and crunch.
Okay.
And then you've got your lead channel.
Yep.
Shared EQ, 2 separate post gains, and you've got built-in reverb, which is nice, and then you've got your resonance and your presence.
And there's lots of effects things on the back, effects loops, and you can take
power
it out.
soaks.
And there's a little USB port as well, and all sorts of things.
It's kitted out.
Yeah.
It's kitted out.
Kitted out. And the links will be below for the pricing, just for all the amps.
Yeah.
So, I'm playing my Strat, which is just because it's fun.
It's great.
Yeah. And
this is the Mark Holcomb PRS SE signature.
Yeah.
Because I've never tried it, and it's a really nice guitar. It's a stunning guitar from PRS SE once again.
So is that a cheaper range than his, or more affordable version of his signature, which we've also done at some point?
Well, he's got the Custom 24, which we've done on top shelf guitars before.
Yeah.
And it's 3,000 something like around that range.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think it's just shy of 1,000. I believe. I
well,
could be wrong.
Our links will be below again.
Yeah.
Always look below for link.
Yeah. It's the satin neck, man. It's beautiful.
Lovely. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Good top on it. Nice and flamey.
There you go.
It's a little bit purple as well.
It is.
Yeah. I don't mind a bit of purple.
Okay. So,
anyway, let's hear it. So
we got it set up with a bit of a crunch, and then
straight in, literally. All we have between us is a little AB box, so we literally can just, if we feel like it.
So I'm going to coil split this, put it in the middle, and just play some stuff. It's nice.
That's nice.
You get the old barky rock.
You still coil split or?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
This is down in drop C as well for all those asking.
Yeah.
Now without the coil split.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That's nice.
I mean, and then I'll do the other 2 pickups real quick.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's try it with a bit of a Strat. I'm just going to quickly go over here. Go back up to, because I was in drop D, which is...
He was dropping the D.
Dropping a D, into the A, 50 to the G.
In fairness...
Sorry.
no, that was great. I really enjoyed that. But I was going to say, this is the Crunch channel on the 65 Mini. And it's got all the gain you'd ever want. I've often recorded with the 5150, which is sort of its predecessor.
You've got one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the 5151 and 2, and both the Crunch channels sometimes suffice for high gain tones better than the lead channel, just because it's a little less saturated at the top. Yeah.
But we need to test out how high the gain goes, because we should do that on all 4 of them.
Anyway. Oh, that sounds so good.
Sorry, that was on the bridge as well. Let's
Well, Oh, that sounds so good.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm really surprised. Well, I'm not, but you just don't put a 505 Mini with a custom shop Strat, really.
You can.
It sounds so good.
That sounds really good.
I'm really beginning to fall in love with the sound of single coils through sort of a thick, high gain tone.
Yeah.
Because there's something about it when you play a chord and you just hear everything.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And we've got the 4x12 Marshall in here just to keep the whole thing consistent.
And that's got greenbacks in it.
Greenbacks.
Yep.
So that was nice. Let's see how gainy it goes.
Okay, well,
with you. I'm not going to touch the high gain stuff, so
okay.
I'll leave you to do that.
Well, this is the lead channel now.
Yeah.
I have the gain actually set at number 3 because this amp has got so much gain. But we'll start there. So I'll show you some heavier rhythm stuff, and then we'll just go gun it. So.
Gun it.
It has all the sustain.
It has all that stuff. Okay, I want to
do
do this really quick. This is the last thing, and then we'll move on.
Okay. That's full gain.
Full gain. Stand by.
Yeah, that's a lot of gain. So I'm just gonna say,
again,
like, it sounds great.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have to do a bit of tone searching. You have to find the sweet spot on the channels, but
sweet spot.
Both guitars sounded really nice.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let's move on.
All right.
So we go on to 5150.
The 5153, I reckon, next.
Let's do it. We'll snap our fingers and then we will be on the other ramp. Anyway, I'll get that back. There we go. Right, we have now moved on to the 5153 little lunchbox head.
We have, and it's a 2-channel, really straightforward looking thing actually.
Yeah.
You got gain, low, mid, high, volume, and presence, and again, it's got loads of stuff around the back. Power soaks, different speaker outputs.
Quarter power. You
DI
can
out and all that.
All that sort of stuff. No, it doesn't have DI out.
Does this one not?
No.
The 6505 Mini does have a DI out. It has a XLR emulated line out.
No, it's got a foot switch. It's got a resonant switch here.
Yeah.
And then it's got effects loop.
Okay.
And it's got 3 different modes: impedance for your cabinets, and full or 1/4 of the power.
But all heads have multiple speaker outs and effects loops, so that's good. Anyway, 5153, and this is the less gainy channel. I mean, it's pretty chunky. It's very, very precise.
It's responsive. It feels. It's difficult because it took a little while for us to switch over from the other amp. But still, when I'm listening, it feels a little bit tighter, maybe.
It's a little bit tighter in the low end. Yeah, some maybe that resonance switch is what's causing that.
Yeah, let's try. I can just I can turn that all the way down.
Okay.
And when you play, so I'm gonna start with it all the way down, and then I'm just gonna swoop it all the way up to.
And I'm just gonna chug and open.
Chug it. And that, oh, wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
So I guess you just set that where you want. You want it midway?
Yeah, about midway.
You give me a note where you want it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
in
a lot,
fairness,
isn't it?
yeah, that's the gain 1 or the blue light. That's the sort of that's supposed to be the cleaner channel.
Can you go? How clean can you go? Clean can you go?
So
How clean can you go?
I mean, I'm going to coil split it now.
Okay, let's have a
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, man.
It's chimey. I really like a clean channel that isn't spanky clean. If I'm using a humbucker guitar, I like it to bite a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my thing.
Yeah.
So
See
what's
what
it
it
like
does
with the Strat?
with the Strat. If it does any. Hello.
It's pretty pokey.
It's pretty pokey and it's very, very loud. It doesn't do that sort of like the other one did, that sort of stratty tone.
Yeah,
it
it's-
doesn't really give you that stratty tone, does it?
No.
Let me just quickly do this. Just try.
Halfway.
I've taken the gain almost all the way down, and then I'll put the resonance up a bit because I think it needs some of that bottom end.
Yep.
That's why that. Not really.
It's not that it sounds bad in
No.
any way, but it's got a load of mid-range.
Yeah.
And that isn't necessarily lending itself to the Strat as well
Yeah.
as it does this guitar.
Yeah.
It's designed for chugging
Yeah.
and shredding.
Definitely.
It's totally a high-gain modern amp.
So there we go.
So it's doing its job,
It's
is
doing
what we're
job.
saying.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's a different, but we are comparing them. So
Yeah.
let's go to
Oh,
the
dear.
red channel because red is louder.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Very, very, very tight high gain.
It's very tight. Like, okay, so again, like the other one, we were gonna do gain
Oh
on.
dear.
I'm just gonna take the volume down a little.
Sorry,
bit.
if we can get a close-up of the gain where it is right now before we turn it up, and I'm just going to play again
It's
so
on-
you can hear.
It's on 2.
This is how much gain we already have.
2.
Okay.
And you ready?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, it's
I
still.
don't mind that though. I don't mind it.
It-
It gets oversaturated, and the other one did it well for me. But that's me, you know, it's too much for me. But
I think where you notice it most is when you chug, because then you get the fizz going afterwards.
goes what? Cool. Right.
5153.
51. Let's move on. Let's do the magic and snap the fingers again, and then we'll be on to the Tiny Terror.
Piranha.
Right. Tiny Terror. Reminds me of my kids. Ha!
Rob Chapman likes to call this one the Terror de Noir.
Terror de Noir.
Because it's the Dark Terror.
Darker Terror de Noir.
And it is, in fairness, it's probably the simplest amp in the lot that we've chosen.
Yeah.
You've got volume, shape, and gain. Shape being a kind of predetermined EQ bell curve that moves across the spectrum.
Okay.
I guess. So it's going to give you like scooped mids and loads of low end, and then the opposite end of the spectrum is going to be loads of mid and loads of high end, I guess.
Simple.
Yeah.
And
Simple.
7 watts or 15 watts.
Yeah. It's got an effects loop.
Yeah. And that's basic, and that's it.
EL84 15 watts.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
All right. Let us hear.
And we'll run on 50 watts. 15 watts.
Yeah.
15.
Cool. Call split middle position. It's got like a old Marshall JSM 800 vibe to it.
It's more of an old school rock tone.
Yeah.
It's more overdriven than saturated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's totally.
Gain is about 12 o'clock. Volume is about 10.
So let's
Shape is
mess
about-
with the shape then.
Yeah.
So if we push it backwards.
I'll just start on 0.
Okay.
On 0 on the Terre Noire, and then I'll just as he plays, I'll just dial it in.
Okay.
There's a lot there, isn't there? From very sort of muffled to very open and very bright. And I kind of prefer a little bit over 12, I think.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
when it kind of seems normal.
Yeah.
Or just like straight down the EQ sort of
Yeah.
line. So that's nice. How clean does it go?
Okay, this is how clean it goes. So this is everything in, and now call split it, see if we can get any more cleans out of it. So. Yeah.
That probably is more for this.
So if I do
Probably
the
a little
same
bit more
thing,
sort of a stratty tone.
so if I put the neck with a split and then try the same thing you just did. Yeah, I mean that sounds better.
It's a bit
For that.
Yeah.
This is a bit kind of flat for that style.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And let's just try some gain with the Strat, see what that does.
It's gonna sound good.
Yeah.
What about if we mess with the shape?
Yeah. You try to mess with the
Okay,
shape, so.
okay. Most beautiful chords ever played on a Terre de Noir.
Terre de Noir. Yeah. Okay. So it's much simpler. So there's not much.
I mean, it's got less flexibility tonally for a Strat guitar. I think that's this amp.
Yeah, I think so. I think you want something.
I found the sweet spot to be halfway nearly for the Strat.
Okay. So how gainy does it go?
Oh dear. Okay, here we
There we go.
It's got the dime bag tones.
Yeah.
If you want to get scooped mids and lots of gain and a bit of fizz, then that is totally
That's the amp for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, of course, we would like you guys to discuss in the comment section below about which one you like. You know, we're gonna keep it.
I would say, arguably, these are all aimed at the same demographic.
Yeah, they are. You know, and you have to make up your mind which one you like, basically. Yeah. So we're just trying to give you some tones. Anyway, let's move on to let's get that Kraken out of the deep, deep sea.
Let's get the Kraken.
Or is that open up the bottle of Kraken?
Yeah, it could be either one.
Yeah.
Let's release it.
Let's release it. Okay, so here we go. Right, we're back. Kraken. So this is if you got a little bit extra money to spend, because I believe this is the most expensive one of the ones we've picked, and of course it's one that you know very well.
I do.
But it is still a lunchbox size head, and that is basically what we're comparing today. So.
Yeah, I mean it's the same
tell
size.
Us about it. It's the same size, and you know this is stuff that you can have in your little bag, and you can have it on the back of your bicycle.
So I guess if it's your 18th birthday, or it's your 21st, or it's one of those days where you
or you just want
or you've saved up, who knows? But anyway, this is the most expensive of all four. So it's about £850. It's also the loudest of all four. And so this is the 6L6 one. It's 50 watts.
Yeah,
so you can switch it to 25 if you need to.
Yeah.
But it is very loud. It's easily a giggable amp. 2-channel. There is no clean channel, which I guess is what the 6505 Mini has over the Kraken. It has a clean channel.
However, that's the only one that's basically got a...
Yeah. However, you can back off the gain and get some cleany, chimey tones if you need to. And again, it's just a high gain amp, and also similar to the 5153 that has the resonance sweep.
Yep.
We've pre-fixed a sweet spot in the resonance for baritone guitars and 7 strings and 8 strings and the like.
Oh, nice.
So it was a very fun time making this amplifier.
Sweet spot.
Anyway, should we hear it?
Yes.
So again, 6L6 one. We'll put it on gain 1, and I'll give you some. We'll go at a 9 o'clock sort of tone right now. Okay. It's all right.
There's much you can tell that it's the 6L6s definitely, because it's a much.
It's like warmer, chimey.
Yeah, you get so much more there for your extra £300 or whatever it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Bridge pickup split.
Wow, very responsive, very sort of clean and yeah, that's nice.
That's the thing I like about it is the dynamic range.
Yeah, very dynamic.
Now if I push in, now we've just got the humbuckers, so it's going to drive it more. It's going to crunch up more.
That's nice. Let me just quickly. nice and clean. It's nice and clean-ish, you know. And very tight.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
I like it.
I think that's with the bass focus switch out, so it can go tighter.
Good.
Yeah, but that's what you get with the gain at sort of just quarter way up. Now, as soon as you start putting any more in, that's where it starts sounding less like a clean, more like a crunch.
So let's try the Strat quickly. I just want to see.
Okay. Yeah,
it's just nice. There's nothing, you know. I've got nothing bad to say.
And
about it.
the EQ,
first thing in the morning, so I'm like.
Yeah, it is first thing in the morning. The EQ's all at 12 o'clock, so you know you can get a nicer tone for the Strat, back off the mids a bit, boost treble. But anyway, we may as well try Pete at just over 12 o'clock gain on game 1.
With me as well.
Yeah. Sounds great.
That's nice. It just sounds really good.
Yeah.
But you know, it is more expensive than the other ones.
That's what you'd expect.
You expect it when you pay a little bit more money. That you know.
Yeah.
So.
It sounds more organic than the rest, but I guess that is just the way it's designed and the way it's built. But that is, you know, you extra 300 quid for that. So
yeah.
Right. So let's go back to 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Let's move over to the bit.
So now I'll give you some. I'll give you game 1 with a bit more gain. so this is like. Sort of nearly 3/4 gain on straight in. It's huge. It's so loud.
It's so loud.
And then just for the sake of it, gain 1 with all the gain in. And this, I can confirm that game 1 was designed so you could have all the gain in. And it wouldn't be too much.
Okay.
But just a straight up heavy rock tone.
Just great.
It's huge.
It's great.
Okay, that's game 1.
Yeah.
Game 2, quarter way up.
So that kind of takes over where that left off in a way. Yeah.
It's just got a little less low end.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the gain to where I normally have it live. Just so you can hear how it sounds. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Now if I let me push in the bass focus switch. Should be a tighter low end now.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Tightened up loads.
Yeah.
Left the EQ at 12. Should we just...
Let's just go full gain, see what happens, man.
Oh dear. Oh dear. There's too much gain.
And it's loud, Okay, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's I'm very happy to have you back again. Actually,
It's good to be back.
and it was great to have a listen to these.
I think we woke Pete up a bit.
What?
Oh.
Anyway, so there you got 4 prize points, or under £1,000 lunchbox high gain heads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, comment below which one you would like, and the links will be below as well, and all that sort of stuff.
If there's anything else you might want Pete and myself to shoot out over time, please suggest them in the comment section, and we will read them, and we will consider doing so.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We'll do some shootouts for you, actually. So, anyway, that was Guitars and Gear with Pete.
And Rabea.
Exactly. And please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think below. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.